Hello, I have one more experience that I'd like to share with you from my recent trip to Morocco, Marrakesh, that helped me understand the limitless vibration feeling of unconditional love. This unconditional love is a universal field of energy that actually connects us all. And we so often forget that this is our birthright, this is our freedom. And I saw a woman as she looked through the eyes of God, and I felt it. It was quite a remarkable experience. Do you remember when we were a child and we couldn't wait to grow up to express and to feel love and freedom? Somehow the possibilities got quashed along the way, perhaps, or our dreams got squashed, and we forgot that love and that freedom, which always starts within. So I'm here to remind you today to shine that love first within yourself, to remember it, to feel it, to touch it, to hold it, and to share it with others. I'll make this story brief, but I went to a hammam, a bit like a Turkish baths in Morocco. And I found myself in this marble cave-like structure in this little room alone. It was so hot and so steamy. And as I lay on this marble table with my eyes closed, a woman scrubbed me with salt and rose petals. And then she washed me off with orange blossom water. It was an incredible experience. And when she finished, I opened my eyes and she indicated for me to stand up, and she took a towel and I went to dry myself, and she said, no, I'll dry you. And she dried me with the towel as I'm standing there naked, so gently and so delicately. And when she looked at me, when she really looked at me, she didn't look at my physical appearance. It was if she looked within my soul. It was as if I was looking at the eyes of God. It was as if I was remembering or experiencing this unconditional love that God has for us, this unconditional love that we have for ourselves. And she dried me off completely and then put a robe around me, and she wrapped my wet hair up in a towel. And just the way she looked at me, I knew I couldn't do anything wrong in that moment. Whatever I'd done in this life, it was perfect. And I was perfect. And I saw that in her eyes. She was reflecting the universal field of unconditional love without judgment, just with kindness. And this experience only probably lasted a minute or two, but I will never forget it. I don't think I've ever experienced that adoration or that pure love, or I don't remember it in this human incarnation. And she looked at me with the eyes, her eyes were so loving and beautiful and kind. My heart melted. I was naked. I literally was naked in that room, but it was like I was a child lay bare. And she said to me, she held my cheek and she said, "You look like my daughter." And without thinking, I said to her, "Mother." And then she leaned over and she kissed me on the forehead. And we smiled. And that was the end of that experience. If you've forgotten, I'm here to remind you, if you are listening to this episode right now, just in case you've forgotten, you are wonderful. You are deeply and divinely loved and cherished. You have a non-physical support team that supports you throughout your days, your lives, this human incarnation. You are a spiritual being having a physical experience. You deserve love, joy, kindness, and respect. You are funny. You are smart. You are brave. But above all, you are more powerful, more loving, more wondrous and divine than you often give yourselves credit for. So please do remember this within yourselves. You are divinely loved and you are always, always guided. It's amazing, a kind word, a gentle touch, a smile, the presence of another person, offering kindness and gentleness to family, friends, or even strangers. It can actually change someone's life. So please remember this within yourselves. Be kind more than anything and loving to yourself, but please share it with others. I thank you so much for listening to my brief story today. And please leave a comment or a question below and I will answer it. And I'll see you this weekend for another amazing interview. I send you love, kindness, and a big smile. May your heart radiate and fill with love. Bye for now.